everyone, Journeyman here, and welcome to part 11 of A Journeyman's Journey. Today is the last two games of the regular season, and with the playoff spot already confirmed, we'll just have to see out the last two games against Southport and York, and then we'll find out who we play in the Panorama North playoffs. So, been a really good season, very good season so far, and two games to the last episode in this one. It was a 2-0 win over Curzon Ashton. Ben Holmes and Tommy Wright getting the goal. I think that was Ben Holmes' first of the season. Got to see Tommy Wright on the score sheet. And then most recently, we destroyed Alfreton. The Lujos Alfreton Town 4-1. We absolutely annihilated them pretty much from start to finish. Honestly, it could have been 6-7-1, but it was 4. 2 goals from James Armson, 1 from Ben Tilney, and then another goal from Tommy Wright. So Tommy Wright has found some form here at the end of the season. I hope that will continue in today's episodes and then into the playoffs. So going into today's game up against Southport. Southport are currently 19th in the table. They go nowhere. They could go down. Never mind. I lied. They're only -1 goal difference above the relegation zone right now. Spennymoor also found some form, so that's a big game for Southport today. This is who they have in the team. One recognisable face I do know is Stephen Schumacher. He used to play for Everton back in the early 2000s and went on to play for a number of teams in League 1, League 2, and he's found himself in the Panorama North this season. So, alright, so going into today, no real news as far as transfers or players or anything like that goes. We do have a bid in for a centre-half, plays for Kettering right now. He's a backup centre-half, but he looks like a really good talent. My scouts recommend him. So we'll see if we can sign him, because we do need a backup centre-half after we lost Alex Goodger. Alright, so this is the team we're going to line up with today. No surprises in the squad, to be honest with you. Lewis in goal, Tilney, Graham, Dean at the back with Patterson, Byrne, Sweeney, Byrne, Armson, Willow, and Wright. Just realizes Byrne, Sweeney, Byrne, Disco Inferno. I love that. Actually, that kind of flows off the tongue nicely. Maybe we can sign Dan Sweeney just so I can do that on a regular basis. It's probably shouldn't, be honest with you. Alright, so here we go. Up against Southport away from home. Southport fighting for their lives. This is kind of an unimportant fixture, to be honest. We're just kind of jockeying now for who finishes well in the playoffs. And I'm not actually sure how the playoffs works. There's 6 teams in it. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a wild card game. So like the bottom 4 of the playoff teams play each other, and then it goes through to against the top 2 of the playoff teams. I'm not quite sure how that's going to go down, but we're going to find out. So here's Tommy Wright, whips it in, looking for Willow, can't find him. There's Sweeney to Burn. Great through ball. Tommy Wright, it's got to be a penalty, hasn't it, sir? Yes, it is. It is a penalty. The referee has given us a penalty. So Jimmy Armson is going to step up. This will be his 9th penalty this season, 8th penalty. He hasn't missed yet. Let's see if he'll do it again today. Armson steps up, and the keeper gets right, but good penalty there from Jimmy. 16th goal of the season for him. You know what? It'll be amazing to see this guy fully fit for the entirety of the year, because the guy just found the back of the net, and he really, really thrives in that advanced playmaker role for us. So obviously we have him next season. Let's hope he can stay fit. Alright, so 17 minutes in. Things going well. Really, probably too well, to be honest with you. Here's Thompson on the ball, taking on Tilney. There's Richardson to Merry to Jennings. Plays it out wide. Good interception there from Patterson, who's been much, much improved after a slow start to his career here. Here's Kissuck. That's embarrassing. That was atrocious goalkeeping. I'm a goalkeeper, and yeah, that's atrocious. I'm not quite sure what Daniel Lewis was doing there. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen, and the score was still 1-0. All right, level terms. Let's come on. Let's get back into things. Come on, Ben. Hits it long. Go on, Tommy. Can't win that in the air. There's Richardson. In the session there. Come on, boys. You got to step up the pace a little bit. As Richardson glides through Tilney, puts it over the bar though. Half an opportunity there for Southport. All right, still can't believe that ball went in. Well, they were supposed to fix those kind of silly errors in this year's game, the match engine, but as you can see, they are still very, very prominent. Not to be overcritical, because I do like the match engine does look a lot sharper than last year, but seeing goals like that just infuriate me. All right, so I'm going to say unlucky to the boys. Morale is still pretty good right now. think I'll bring in Leon Levon, see him get him going because he's still yet to score. Hasn't scored since the first week of January. So think about maybe bringing him on, see if we can get him a goal, put him on penalty duties, all that stuff, just to see if he just. I mean, this needs one off his backside. It's that kind of scenario. He'll take any kind of goal, no matter how it comes. All right. So second half here. Got to try and win. Again, got to try and win this one. This is honestly a pointless game. Here's Tommy Wright. Oh, should have scored there, son. Honestly, as long as we avoid injuries, that's the most important thing. I'm just playing the first team squad up there just to maintain a high level of fitness, because maintaining a high level of fitness when the semi-professional team is actually remarkably difficult, believe it or not. All right, so what we got? We got 50 minutes on the clock. Could bring on Lee. Give Tommy a bit of a break. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Let's bring on Leon Love for Tommy. Midfield, could bring on Matty Lowe for Shane Byrne, who's been pretty injury prone the second half of the campaign. So we'll try and avoid an injury for him. Let's bring on Matt Lowe in his place. All right, so we got about 30 minutes to try and get a winner here. Here's Lee Unlove to Willow. Willow's got Unlove in the box. See if we can find him. That's shots from a very, very awful angle on. Should have just pulled it back. Lee was separating himself from the defender there. Here's Willow, puts it back in. Pass it to Jack Byrne, back to Willow. Willow puts his foot on it. There's Matt Lowe from a distance, and great finish there from Matt Lowe. Fantastic strike from the ball-winning midfielder. His contract is up at the end of the season, and this is a player I'm hoping to bring back, if we can agree, for less money, just because he's a very useful player. He's very, very solid. Doesn't do anything spectacular, but he's always capable of striking the ball really, really well. He hasn't scored many goals this season, not as many as I would have liked, especially after that early preseason form. So yeah, I mean, if we can get him back on a cheap deal, I absolutely will do that, because he's definitely a player that I do like to have in the squad. All right, so we got 82 minutes on the clock. Let's go ahead and make another change. Just bring on Franklin for Tilney, and what we'll do is we'll switch to a bit more of a defensive style just to see out the rest of the game. It'd be nice to keep this positive momentum going with another win. This will make it 3 wins in a row. And unbeaten now in the last 4 games, I think. All right, here's a throw-in. Here's Lee Unlove. Didn't score today, didn't even get half a chance. All right, here's Willow. Willow plays it to Byrne, to Jack Byrne, to Matt Lowe. Oh, that's a hell of a strike too from Matt Lowe. Again, looking for another screamer, this time into the top corner of the nets, but couldn't quite get it on target. All right, so lucky enough, that atrocious error from Danny Lewis looks like it's not going to hurt us today. He can get all those errors out now while we're in the league, so we can avoid them in the playoffs. All right, so there we go, finished 2-1. So pleasing results in the game's not over yet. Just pick it up. There you go. Full final whistle has gone. 2-1 winners over Southport. Pretty comfortable at the end of it. Southport never really threatened outside of a period of about 15 minutes or so. So wasn't pretty okay display. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, so a good strike from Matt Lowe as well. All right, so the playoffs has now pretty much been confirmed. So the teams are set now. So it's going to be between Darlington, Harrogate, Telford, ourselves, Stockport, and York. We actually play York on the last day of the season. So we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to that fixture. And it'll be interesting to see how we match up against York. It's been a while since we played them. And it'll be interesting to see kind of how we fare against another playoff team. All right, I'm actually pleased to announce a sign-in, believe it or not, a very late in the season sign-in. Basically, he won't be signing until the off-season, but we're going to sign this guy, Jadiro Okosiami. I think that's to pronounce it. Basically, I brought him in as a centre-half. He's 6'5". He's actually pretty quick for that height as well. Looks like a pretty good player to get. 23 years old, can still develop into a really nice player. He's a professional personality, good determination, good work rate as well. So be a useful player to have in the squad. And he's played 31 times this season for Kettering and done a pretty good job for them. So we're going to sign him in the off-season. It's going to be on a free transfer, and it's going to be on a non-contract deal. So it's kind of a win-win situation for all parties involved. All right, so I noticed something pretty interesting, actually. Let's take a look at the league calendar. You'll notice... Where is it? September. Jesus. Why is my calendar not updating itself? All right, so here we go. You'll notice that there's only one. There's a Vanarama North playoff first round. So it looks like my prediction was actually correct. So it'll be the bottom 4 teams in the playoff. So that's 4th, So 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th will play each other. And it's going to be one round. It looks like it's not going to be over 2 legs. It's going to be a knockout, like a round robin kind of situation. It's going to be one game, and then they move on to the playoff semi-final. And then move on to the final. So there's basically not going to be a second leg scenario. It's going to be based on seeding, and it's going to be a one-off game. So that makes it a little more interesting, because previously, over previous seasons, it was split into 2 legs. So with that in mind, seeding is going to be very important. And we take on York today. And if we win, we do actually go above them in the table. We basically bypass that first round, and it gives us a week off rather than 3 days. That's a hell of an advantage at this level. So I'm treating this game very, very seriously. I really want to win this one, so we avoid that first knockout round and then go straight to the semis. And then from then, there's also a week between the semis and the final too. So this could be a huge difference. Having to play 3 games over 9 days is a lot, especially for a semi-professional team. And then obviously just having a week off would be great for the boys. All right, so with that in mind, we're going to go with our strongest team. I had in mind actually to play some rotation players to get some fresh blood out there. But with that being said, what I just said a minute ago, we're going to treat this very, very seriously. So up against York City today. It'll be good to match up against them, see what they look like. John Parkin, Jesus, son, he looks about 900 pounds in this photo. He's a big man. Used to play for everyone pretty much. Used to play in the Premier League for a short period with Stoke as well. Didn't actually make an appearance by the look of it. But he's played for pretty much everyone in England if you take a look at his history. They've also got Lewis Arnold up top. He's a former Blackpool striker, I believe. I actually got him on loan for a few FM games in the past. They've got a really strong team, actually. They've got a really strong team. They're going to line up with 4-4-2. And of course, we're going to stick with a 4-3-1. So, I'm going to go ahead and let my assistant manager take care of that for this one. Nobody reacted positively or negatively. So in my book, that's a win. All right, so here we go. Up against York, playing at home. Again, a win today would see us bypass that first round, and that could be crucial to our chances of getting promotion. All right, here's another chance. Armstrong whips it in. Come on, boys. There's Byrne to Shane Byrne. Sweeney tackle in the box, and the ball's hoofed clear. All right, Tilney's going to put this back in, intercepted by Law. There's Dan Sweeney. Come on, Byrne to Byrne. His right to Tilney in the box. Ben Tilney! Oh, off the crossbar. Unlucky Ben. He is so lethal going forward from that left fullback position. Here's a chance now for York on the break. Ball's bouncing on the box. Good stuff. Good stuff, Dino. Gets the ball clear. Damn, we're so unlucky there. So unlucky. Good run there from Ben on the outside. All right, so we're doing pretty good so far. We're playing really well against them. They're yet to really break us down, and we've had pretty much most of the possession and pretty much all the opportunities, so we just got to convert them now. Keep in mind as well, if we get a better result in Stockport today, that'll also see us move up to bypass that first round. There's James Thompson! Get in there, Jimmy! Fantastic finish, son. We deserve to be ahead. Get in there, son. So it puts up to second place in the table. Now we leapfrog York and Stockport into second place. All right, so great finish there, Jimmy. I'll tell you what, man, I wish he was fit all season long, because if he was fit, we could have won this league. I really believe we could have won this league if he was fit the entire year. Oh, well, so, all right, so going in the second half, don't get complacent. We're playing really well. Let's keep the same tempo going. Let's keep it up. Let's keep squeezing the pressure against them. It's obvious that we're a better side than them from this first half display. Of course, I shouldn't say that, because the old cliche, it's a game of two halves. York could easily come back into it, and Tommy Wright's picked up a knock. That's not good news. But lucky enough, we have Leon Love on the bench. This would be a great day for him to start scoring again. So hopefully Tommy's injury is not too bad. It's only a minor knock. It could have continued, but I want to save him for the playoffs. Ball box. There's Jack Byrne! Get in there, Jackie! Jack Byrne gets himself a goal. 2-0 up, and that puts us right in the driving seat here to finish second place in the table. Yeah, I'm still going to make that change. Still going to bring in Leon Love. Still going to give him a break. So we just have to hold on now for another, 35 minutes. 35 minutes. There you go. Math is hard. All right, so the ball's hit forward here. Jack Byrne does well to win it back. Here's Shane Byrne to Jack Byrne, knocking it around very nicely here. Beautiful football. Returning to previous form that we had. It's been a while since I've seen him knock it around like this. Here's Patterson. That's a cross/shot, and Simpson has to save it in near post. So Patterson almost got lucky there. All right, so the bid on Adriano Moak, who's a well-known, well-travelled lower league player. I've had him many times over many different teams. Ball's thrown in, and Willow win that ball. So we're still waiting for the first chance of the day for York. I'm sure the manager won't be happy with their display so far. Ball was smashed long. Ben Tilney's going to intercept that, not a problem. Here's Sweeney to Burn. The Burn brothers are linking up well again. There's Willow. Fantastic through. That's a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. And, yep, Jimmy Arms is going to take this, no doubts. Yep, he's set for penalties. Should have gave it to Leon Love, be honest with you. Yeah, but it's not working. You can't change the player now. For instance, if you try and do that, it doesn't work. And there's Jimmy Arms, so no doubt. Never a doubt. That's his, 18th goal of the season now, and I think 9 of them or 10 of them has got to come from penalties. All right, so this game is beyond doubt now. We can chill out. We can relax. Here's a chance, though, for York. That's a decent free kick. Not a good free kick, but a solid one. Let's go make some change. Let's bring off Shane Byrne for Lowe. Let's also give Tilney a break. Brandon Franklin instead. So we can relax now, knowing the game is beyond doubt. And we get to skip the first... We basically get to skip the first week now of the playoffs, which is excellent. Oh, that's another penalty maybe. And nope, the ball falls to Willow, 4-0. Tell you what, we have absolutely embarrassed them. And Jack Byrne is down. He is down. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he's got himself injured. That's not ideal, is it? That is not ideal at all. What's he injured with? I can't even take him off anymore, can I? Alright, so he's going to have to stay on the rest of the game, unfortunately. Hopefully the injury is not going to be too bad, though. He's an important player for us. Patterson's going to put this ball in, and it's a free kick. Okay, so I thought there was going to be another penalty there. I thought Armisen was going to get his hat-trick. Alright, so great win. Fantastic win. 4-0. Happy as they come. Superb performance from the guys today. The pressure was on to try and avoid that first round, and we do so successfully. Alright, so let's take a look at how the playoffs stack up now. Byrne is injured. He's going to be out to 2 to 3 weeks. Crap, that's a big blow. And Tommy Wright, 3 to 6 days. So again, that week off in between, that's huge, because Tommy Wright will now likely be available for the next game. If he can play, he'll definitely be on the bench. Leon Love might have to start, but again, having that break, missing that first round was huge for us. All right, so yeah, Armstrong, fantastic performance. All right, let's go to the Van Armour National League North. See if we can see this draw, shall we? Because I think we now just skip forward to the semi-final. So here we go. Here is the semi-final draw. So first round, it's Stockport against Darlington. Yep, I was correct. It's basically fourth versus seventh. Is that 4th versus 7th? Yeah, 4th versus 7th, 5th versus 6th. And then the winners go on to the semi-final. And we'll play the winners of... What did it say? That's a glitch. We'll play the winners of Stockport or Darlington. So I'll play 4th place or 7th place. Okay. All right. So at least we have that in mind now. So with that being said... that will, of course, be the next episode, and we'll definitely do that game, and hopefully there'll be a second game in that episode, and that'll be the final, and perhaps we can gain promotion into the Van Armour National League on first time of asking. That would be a pretty remarkable result, all things considered. If you look at the season preview, we were predicted to finish 14th in the table. We finished second, so that alone is a fantastic achievement, but then to perhaps go on and win promotion... That, ladies and gentlemen, that is living the dream. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoying this series. I am loving this series so far, but because we're winning, that definitely helps. Hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, remember to hit like. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe, turn notifications on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.